Welcome back, adventurers, with light.
Ho ho!
So I should go ahead and say this right now. Do you see those walls in the upper right there? Those 3 little walls.
Yeah.
We'll be back there later, I promise. Those
All right.
walls are the gold mine.
Gold mine, you say?
You see, when I break those walls, they have a... Oh, jeez. When I break those walls... Oh, see the raised tile in the upper right here? Ow.
Whoa!
Aha!
Yeah, that looks a bit... Oh.
So open up a chest.
Alright.
This approach. You want to be careful. I was going to say, whenever you open up your map, every room has its own little name, so it's helpful to keep that in mind. Nice, more health. So, those 3 walls, when I break them, they drop some gold, but then it usually stops. However, if I have a luck fairy, or the item fairy, that, increases the drop rate of items and stuff, it will actually make it so that those rock walls will always give me gold.
Nice.
And like 10 to 20 to even 30 coins at a time if I'm lucky enough. And they're right next to a loading screen that loads the next room, kind of like Metroid style.
Ooh, so you could basically...
I can just go back and forth and farm those wall pieces.
Nice.
Because they'll come right back. So I'll show it off probably once, but yeah, that's the moneymaker. Also, by the way, who loves invisible mazes?
I don't. That is one
down.
critique. That is one critique I have of the game so far, is whenever you have to go through sections like that, through hidden passages, it looks really hard to determine where platforms are.
Okay, I just released that seal, which should open up something later. You could... I'm not going to waste the wait. You could argue that you could use the rolling shurikens to throw them along to like... Oh, another seal.
Ooh,
you could use those to like find out where the path would end, but just... Yeah, don't bother. Let's just, let's go back to Temple of Sun, because you know what? I feel like I've... I say Temple of Sun, that's right, I was buying some more shurikens, because we're gonna need them. A lot.
Pack all the shurikens you can carry.
Yes,
Become a true ninja master.
Because we are going into another boss. We're gonna just... freaking chain combo through a lot of these.
And I assume with this upcoming boss, close quarters combat is like the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, I'll see why. And yes, we are going to go to the Temple of Sun. What is it, output?
Miwa on the wall.
You find a treasure called the Bronze Mirror. Already did. Oh yeah, there's a door that will open up. But the issue is that before you can enter into the backside area, I'm just going to clear out some of the space. I already did that one. When you clear out an area, the door will open to let you go to the backside. But it is time for us to fight Elmac.
I never get used to all these foes.
Let's go meet Elmac, everybody. Ow!
Oh, hello.
Roller coaster.
Hey, Elmac, how you doing?
What the hell? Oh, hi there.
He doesn't want to talk.
It's those lizard things. I know there's a proper name for it, but the lizards that have like the things around their heads.
Frill lizards.
Frill lizards.
Yeah,
and he can shoot fireballs. Yeah, he's probably some sort of Egyptian or Mayan philosophy somewhere. I'll look him up. Actually, you know what? Might as well. We might as well get some nice tricks of the trade here.
You know, it's a good thing that all this lava is here to illuminate the place. Otherwise, this would be something I would rather not see in the dark.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is. Oh, jeez.
That's not fair.
So yeah, your best chance is to try and throw shurikens at his head when you're on the same level as him. The track is random, so you just have to get lucky and hope you're on the right level as him. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, this does look good. Now I'm starting to see why you prefer using the shurikens as opposed to going close quarters, because it doesn't seem like there's much room for it.
Oh, it should be said, you do not want to be, you do not want to get, if you can avoid it, don't get physical damage from the bosses. The projectiles are alright, just don't touch them physically, because they'll do a lot of damage up close.
Yeah, that figures. Right. They are tanks after all.
So this is Elmac. Apparently his name is a pun on the Japanese phrase meaning frilled lizard, so his name is play on words. But he is a giant chlamydosaurus said to be the avatar of the sun god Aten.
Huh, some avatar, huh?
Look up who Aten is. Aten was the ancient god known as the distant sun. Okay. He does. Well, have you ever seen frilled lizards run? They're super funny.
Yeah, it's super dorky.
The ones that run on the water look
I was honestly like... Yeah, that's right. I was more so half expecting James to respond with, "Oh, shut up!"
Also, another thing about it, wasn't there something along the lines in Jurassic Park where there was like a frail dinosaur thing that was literally chasing after,
the fat guy throwing and spewing acid at him? Yes.
Yeah, that's him.
That happened. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, running low on health. Nice. There we go.
Oh,
Yay.
you lucked out.
Boom.
Boop.
And off goes the spirit again.
And away, Ramon.
In terms of other history things, do I really need to tell you guys about Bahamut, or do you guys kind of figure out who Bahamut is?
Outside of... Oh, God!
We
what
need to
the
move
hell?
right now.
Oh, shit.
Poison fog.
Okay, who flipped the frog switch?
Okay, we're good. Yeah, don't want to stay down there for too long. We don't want to stay down there. In the Twin Labyrinth, in one side of it, there's poison fog everywhere.
Oh.
Okay, cool. The door opened. So I don't want to stay there for too long, otherwise you die in 30 seconds.
I take it one of the items you're going to need later is a gas mask.
No, but if we're quick enough, we can dispel it. But I don't have enough weights on me right now.
Okay.
Oh god, Anubis, or a little Anubis thingy
Hi,
that
Anubis.
drains my health
no.
with his ray.
What a...
Don't put a weight, because that clearly looks like a trap, and the thing told me to examine a trap to find
Gotcha.
Eden. So Bahamut was a gigantic fish monster as part of Arabic legend or something like that.
Huh,
Anyway.
okay. Honestly, the most I know about Bahamut is literally just whenever he appears in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Fun fact, would you believe he was originally going to be a boss in Mario Sports Mix?
It would have been hysterical to see him playing some b-ball.
There is a...
I'm trying to think. Wasn't there something like that in Sports Mix already, or like a behemoth?
Yes. The final boss of that game is the Behemoth.
Which, does he actually play basketball, or do you have to use your basketball skills to damage him?
You literally have to use the skills of both basketball, volleyball, and hockey in order to beat him.
Oh, I thought it would have been hysterical if he himself was playing basketball.
No,
Oh.
that would be so fucking stupid.
One of the tablets I said told me to attack the woman at the top who was smiling, so I threw a shuriken in her face, and we just opened up a shortcut.
See who's smiling now, you witch.
So,
but yeah,
you're gonna go down here.
All from what I remember, like you literally, for some reason, whenever you, once you get all the 4 crystals, you're warped to this dark dimension or whatever, and and the one thing that greets you while you're there is a goddamn Final Fantasy behemoth. No freaking detail was spent during his encounter, and well, it's the most jarring thing you've ever seen. Whenever you at the very end, you fight this thing as a fucking toad.
Man, and one of the, I mean, it could have been worse if they wanted to truly keep it a Mario Square crossover thing. We could have been playing against Culex.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool too.
I was about to say that's kind of interesting you say that, Logan, because I've seen some people, make reference to that, like with all the sports spin-offs that they made with all the sports spin-off that Nintendo made with Square. Odd how it's sports of all things. But with those, since they were two working together, you'd think that would have been given them plenty of opportunities for them to bring back Gino or Mallow or something, but they never do capitalize.
No, they just mostly stuck to the Final Fantasy characters, and with one exception being his Dragon Quest line. So
if you're wondering what I'm doing here, if I jump against a wall, it allows me to change my direction after I hit it.
So it's like a pseudo wall jump, except not.
Kind of, yeah. So for instance, I'm going to jump, hit the wall, and I can go backwards after I hit my reach.
Also, it should be said, I should just say this right now, because honestly it's been on my mind for a while, if they don't bring in a behemoth as a boss in Smash Brothers, I'm going to be sad.
Oh yeah, because they have all these boss characters like Monster Hunter and stuff.
Well, they have Raffle. As far as I'm concerned, the only confirmed bosses so far are Rathalos from Monster Hunter and Dracula from Castlevania.
Right.
Honestly, it's I'm just really curious as to what exactly they're just going to do with bosses in general, because I think so far we only have 2. That thing, and I think Dracula. I think it's kind of ambiguous as to with.
That's what I just said.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about someone else.
So are you guys ready for a stupid puzzle that I will admit, I'm are you serious?
Define stupid.
So one of the puzzles says we must, where is it? We must, Seek the 4 pedestals beneath the dancing man's feet. See that thing to my right? Like my immediate right?
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to look like Michael Jackson.
Huh.
Who was a dancing
is he
man.
literally doing the Thriller dance?
He's doing like the point where like he would grab his crotch and point up with the other hand. And...
I honestly I can barely even see it.
You're supposed to like look really close. That's the one where I'm like, okay, what if they've never heard of Michael Jackson before?
I know, right? That's such a really obscure detail there. Okay. Now I see him doing a Michael Jackson pose. He was literally just doing Smooth Criminal there.
Honestly, you say that, but to be fair, those kind of liberties they take all the time when it comes to like basically any form of fiction. Like, I think Emperor's New Groove's a pretty decent example. Like, you have like this movie set in like this fictional Aztec village, and they have river dancing and gas stations.
Let us not forget Aladdin. Oh look, and now Michael Jackson's doing the "This Is It" pose. Like he changed.
Well, to be fair, with Aladdin, it's mainly from Genie himself.
Oh, sorry. And we've now unlocked this path because the Watchtower fell, but we need to run right now because Anubis.
Oh, the actual Anubis.
Yes.
The other one was just a shameless copy.
Yes, and he is invincible, and also has an attack that can one-hit kill us.
Is there literally no way to stop him?
There is a way, and we must actually meet the cutest freaking character as I've mentioned in this game, and release the seal on her.
Okay.
It's not appeared yet. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Mulbrook. Oh, that's right. We released it earlier. So Mulbrook is finally awake after we released her seal. She is the daughter of the. She's a daughter of the same race as the 4 philosophers, and she will be our helpful because of her excellence.
Aww.
She can't leave this room though, or she can't leave the ruins. Otherwise, she will become mortal.
An enemy that sucks life.
That's probably Anubis. Yeah, he's the god dead. If he had what's known as the Book of Life, he would help. But I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. Oh, what I have in my hand right now is the Book of the Dead? Huh.
Oops.
Okay, you can have it.
Thank you.
Mulbrook. It's like, oh, who'd have thunk?
All that sleep really did get her brain a bit. Just like that.
She's super sleepy. But, that's the thing. Is like, you are encouraged to go back and talk to people, especially Mulbrook, and they'll give you hints and stuff. But, yes, now that we wield the Book of the Dead, these guys can't hurt us anymore. And Anubis' power is greatly weakened.
And we can actually kick his ass?
Yes.
Hooray! Well, let's kick his ass!
See, now, I had actually apparently gotten really lucky with the boss AI because he's just gonna keep doing this attack over and over again. He had an attack where he would summon a little death sphere thing where if I didn't have the Book of the Dead, it would just insta-kill me. But now that I have the Book of the Dead, it would just suck my life out at the same rate as his little mooks. Like, that was how weakened he had become. But if he's just gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna take the free hits then. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention you guys earlier, because I got that. The Chakram I got in the last part, the little spinny disc in the upper right that I have, those are basically like a boomerang. I throw them in front of me, and then they come back to me. And if I can catch them again, I can basically use them infinitely.
That's good.
A Serpent Staff.
Ooh.
I am actually very happy to get this, and you will see why after I do a little more exploring around.
Aw, you big tease. Why can't we use it now?
Because it's actually a very situational item, but trust me, it's very good. And as Zelput says, if you ever don't know what to do with an item, bring it back to him and he'll give you some insight on it.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go back up.
Well, why can't he just tell me now? I mean, he's clearly emailing me.
I know, he clearly can see what we're doing if he knows when to email me and where.
He's just that desperate for a roommate.
Dude, man, I just want to play I want to play Super Mario Party, but no one wants to play because no one cares.
No one wants to play with me because the online Mario-thon mode sucks.
Because it's just mini-games.
It's not even just mini-games. It's just 10 mini-games out of 80.
Wait, only 10 of them are compatible?
Yes.
I thought it was... Oh, that sucks.
I mean, I would be perfectly fine if they let you, like, play all the mini-games on there, but no, they just limit it to just 10, which really makes me think the whole online implementation of the game was a complete afterthought.
They're so close. They're so close to getting it.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll change that with an update or something.
Alright. let's go up here.
I mean,
because-
honestly, when you stop and think about it, we shouldn't really give him too much crap for that, because, like, for all we know, this game may as well have been developed before the online service was even, well,
I get the
properly
feeling that was probably the
monster
case.
with a blue body.
Yeah.
So the legend says that a blue monster named Argus, not that Zelda Argus, who's blue and has a bunch of eyes on him, kind of like this thing,
Oh, hi there.
is weak to the Serpent Staff. So if I have the Serpent Staff equipped while attacking him with all of my might and weapons, he dies.
Oh, okay then.
Which is good, because otherwise he would just push me to the edge of the screen and I'd have to redo that
So the
section.
Serpent Staff is pretty much nothing more than a power boost.
For this one enemy. But
Just
we
this
get the
one
feather.
enemy.
Feather.
Okay.
Double jump.
Oh, finally!
I don't think I can change direction in midair, but this will definitely make moving around a lot easier.
Now I can be just like my ancestor, Sir Arthur.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. That actually, yeah. You know, now I thought about it, that's actually a pretty good way to think about the physics of this.
Yeah, essentially is Ghosts and Goblins if it were a freaking Indiana Jones
Could he-
knockoff.
Could Arthur choose the direction he went if he jumped straight in the air, or did he have to jump in a direction?
He had to jump
He
in
had
a
to jump in
direction.
a direction.
Okay, so he's a little better than Arthur, but yeah, pretty much.
A little better, but not by an awful lot from what I can tell.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, if I need to jump off of platforms. If I just walk off a platform, I'm just gonna brick fall straight down.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
so I need to jump off of platforms. With enough weapons, I'm buying a gun.
Oh, well, took you long enough to finally get some firearms.
Well, here's the catch. It is one of the most powerful weapons in the game, except this is how much ammunition costs.
A lot.
That's the center. Yeah. You get it's a 6-shooter, and one clip is 400 coins.
Wait,
So-
you only get 6 shots for 400 coins?
Yes.
That's...
But it's
Ugh.
powerful. It is powerful. This can one-shot things if I
Well,
like, do
that's...
enough.
It's pretty much just one of those things. It may as well just be like the Magnum in Resident Evil.
Oh, hey, Socket.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's Socket or Sakit, but
Well,
he is
hey, at least
the
we can
boss of
fight
the
him now.
giants. Oh,
Ooh.
let's get this
Oh,
freaking
Thank you
helmet
for
off your
leaving
face.
an opening.
Ow. Okay. One more Robo Fist.
You know, if I had a chain grappling arm, then I could use it for so many conveniences.
Ugh.
Oh, hi there, handsome.
I knew it. Oh, jeez, Robo Fist, Rocket Puncher.
Wow, the La-Mulanians were certainly ahead of their time.
I think it's said that these guys found aliens. By the way, I was supposed to do this boss way earlier than I did. So with all my weapons, I just kind of cheesed him.
Okay.
We've obliterated Sakit.
But the adventure still continues.
I know. As of right now, we've only killed 4 out of the 8 bosses.
Well, at least we're halfway done.
Yeah, that is true. A new laptop has come out. Oh, what he's talking about is so there are 2 new models, but he already bought one of the 2 models because he wants to be better playing games. So I'm going to show you now how to grind. This is a health fairy. I don't want it. So you can just walk right off the screen before it activates, and you can just refresh it like this. So this is how you can sort of abuse which. Okay, this should be a luck fairy. Yes, there it is, the green one.
Huh.
The blue one is the weapon fairy, and the yellow one is the key fairy. So now that I have the item fairy, you'll get to see it in action. I go
Sweet.
back to Chamber of Extinction. Go over here. Kill these freaking enemies because I don't like them. Excuse me, sir.
I'm sorry, sir, but I just don't like the looks of you.
And bam.
Nice.
So now you just start going back and forth. And do this over and over again until I have a lot of money. And that's pretty much what we're going to do.
Well, you know what? Fuck going after the ultimate goal. I'm just gonna grind here and I can live a happy life.
Honestly, yeah, if we just want the treasure, we
Assuming I
just
can
do
get
this.
out of the dark.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, now I think about it, yeah, I could just do this and just come back later when I'm done.
Pretty much.
But yeah, as you can see, I already have over 300 gold now just by doing this.
And I can just imagine how fucking exhausted
Oh, there
the poor
goes-
fairy is by now.
Yeah, she's like, she's waving goodbye, I'm out. But, I mean, as it stands, 300 gold for free, and if you save and load the game, the fairies automatically respawn. Otherwise, it takes about 2 minutes for them to respawn naturally. Pretty okay, I think.
Alright,
So
now
let's
let's
get
go
that
grab
new
that
PC.
new laptop.
This increases the amount of RAM that this thing has, which means, or the amount of memory space, sorry, which means I can now equip a lot more software.
Hooray! So what do you want installed?
I don't know. I don't really want a lot. First, I want to get some weight so I can be more prepared for the ruins. Especially now at this point, now that I've learned how to use luck fairies and that, money is really no object to me anymore.
Well, that's good.
All you need is a bit of patience, but I feel like that's a pretty decent point to stop now, even now that we've technically reached halfway through to our goal, but the adventure will still continue.
Yep, as it always does.
So please join us on the next part of La-Mulana.
Till next time.
La-Mulana.